It's just going to be a bunch of beauty tips and stuff like that. And today's video is going to be all about hair. And I have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Just as far as hair care goes, you know, we all want like this beautiful, soft, just kind of like supple, silky, shiny hair. And this video is just full of tips that I've found kind of work for myself, so I figured I would pass them on to you guys. So first thing is just starting off in the shower. Before you shampoo your hair in the shower, you want to brush it first, and anytime you're brushing your hair while it's wet, you want to use a comb. Very, very, very important, because your hair is so fragile when it's wet, and you want to be as gentle with it as possible to avoid breakage. So I just use this just wide tooth comb right here. You can pick these up at Sally's Beauty Supply. But before you shampoo your hair, you want to brush it and make sure you have all of the tangles out before you even start to shampoo it. And what that does is that just allows the shampoo to better coat all of your hair, and it's just going to lead to less tangles in the long run. If I keep looking down, it's because I have my notes down here. Sorry. But when you're actually shampooing your hair, you know, you get your shampoo in your hands, and then you just want to shampoo your scalp. Just gently work it into your scalp. And this is a mistake I made for a really long time. When you're shampooing, you don't want to take your hair and lift it up like this, like on the top of your head, and then just rub it all that way. I know that's like the easier way, but what you need to do, you take your hair up here at the scalp, and you get it all shampooed, and then you slowly just work your way down and bring that shampoo down to the tips of your hair. And also what that does, that's just keeping your hair straight after you brushed it, and not putting it up in that big old hot mess also helps avoid more tangles. So that's just really good. If you generally use a lot of hair products, you want to go out and try to find a good clarifying shampoo. And what that does is that's just going to get all of that hair product and all of that gunk off of your hair, because your hair needs to be able to breathe, and it can't when all that stuff is on it. If you don't want to go out and buy an actual clarifying shampoo, what you can do, you can just add a teaspoon of baking soda to your normal amount of shampoo, give or take a little bit depending on the length of your hair, and just work that in, and the baking soda just naturally strips your hair of all that junk. So that's pretty cool. When you get out of the shower and when you're drying your hair, if you towel dry your hair, you want to be really, really gentle with it. You don't want to take it and rub it all like this all over the place, because what's that going to do? That's going to damage your hair and tangle it. You just want to take it and pat it all the way down, squeeze out all the excess water, and just dry it that way. This is probably going to be the hardest thing for a lot of people, but I'm telling you, I swear by this. I have noticed such a difference in my hair since I started doing this. Wash your hair every other day. It's going to make the world of difference. When you first start, yeah, your hair probably is going to be really greasy at first, but the longer you go washing it every other day, the less oil your hair starts to produce. So then your hair is going to get less greasy the longer and longer you go showering every other day. This is actually like second day hair. I washed my hair Saturday. It's Monday. So that's that. And what that does, it just helps keep all the natural oils in your hair, which are really important for it to be healthy. But if your hair still is really nasty for second day hair, I use this anyways. But I totally recommend the Tresemme Fresh Start Dry Shampoo, and you use this very, 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 very sparingly. You don't need a lot of this at all. Just spray it along your part at your roots. The back of my head right here always gets really greasy too. Just spray it just a teeny bit and just kind of work it in your hair, and that absorbs all the oil. You would never know that you hadn't showered. After all that's done, your hair's dry, when styling your hair, you want to start from the bottom and work your way up. Just in taking small sections, start from the bottom up, just like that. The best brushes to use to comb your hair are, I use this comb when my hair's wet and if I just have like really nasty knots. When I'm like really styling my hair, I just use this rat tail comb, or boar bristle brushes are really great as well. You can pick those up at Sally's for super, super cheap. And this is also probably going to be really hard for most girls, but this is so important. You really do need to limit the heat that you put on your hair. It like kills your hair. Your hair is not meant to withstand like 300, 400 degree temperatures. That's just not good, especially every day. But that's another benefit of washing your hair every other day. Because say you straighten it Sunday morning, you sleep on it Sunday night, you wake up Monday, and your hair is still straight, so you don't have to straighten it again. There you go. But when you do have to curl your hair, whatever, make sure you use a good heat protectant. I've heard Tresemme makes a really good one. I use the Chi 44 Iron Guard. This is just amazing. It's just called their Thermal Protection Spray. This is just the little bottle I got from Ulta for $3.50 because I'm too cheap to buy the $15 one. But this stuff, you just spritz it all over your hair. Also use this sparingly. Be careful with it. Spray it all over your hair before you style it. Awesome. And just some tips in the long run. You want to keep your hair trimmed. Go whenever your stylist recommends. Even if you don't want to really take any length off your hair, it's important just to go and get the ends trimmed. If you have split ends, whatever, to get that dead hair clipped off the ends, because that's just going to help keep your hair healthier, you know? Limit the chemicals that you intentionally put on your hair. A lot of harsh chemicals in hair dye. Try to find peroxide-free ones if you can, all natural ones, or ones with less peroxide, whatever, because peroxide is just a naturally drying agent. It's in a lot of acne medicine, well, a lot of older acne medicines, and, I mean, that gives you dry skin, so it dries your hair out, too, and that's just not good. Also, in the summertime, you need to try to avoid chlorine and salt water as much as you can for those same reasons, because it can make your hair really brittle. Especially blondes. You blondes need to look out for that because you kind of get it worse than the rest of us dark brunettes. Also, something that a lot of people probably don't think about, you need to make sure that you use like hair safe accessories. Like, spend the extra $1 on the ouchless scrunchies that aren't going to pull your hair out instead of the cheap one where like every time you pull the ponytail out and there's like this big wad of hair stuck on your ponytail. I mean, obviously that's hurting your hair. So try to get ones that are going to be soft and gentle on your hair, as well as hair accessories like hair clips and stuff. Ones that your hair isn't going to get stuck in. Ones that don't have like harsh metal edges, all that kind of stuff. Just be kind of cautious with what you actually put in your hair. And lastly, probably another important thing is you just have to maintain a healthy diet. Because, I mean, if your body doesn't have all of the vitamins and nutrients that it needs to be healthy, how is it going to produce all the vitamins you need for your hair to be healthy? I mean, that just can't work. If your body isn't healthy, your hair can't be healthy. So that's also really, really important. I've read vitamin A is really good for your scalp. And that's like where your hair comes from, so that's obviously the important starting point. And vitamins B and C are good for like your hair growth and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty much all the hair tips I have today. I had to just kind of squeeze it all because I can't get it all in 10 minutes. But if you guys have anything that I haven't mentioned, feel free to like leave comments, let me know, share, all that good stuff. I want to hear what you guys do too. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a good rest of the day.